What's up, weirdos? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Felicia. If you're new here, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about the 2017 Spanish horror film, Veronica.
En las culturas primitivas se creía que lo que ocurría en el cielo era un reflejo de lo que ocurría en la tierra. Por eso se creía también que durante los eclipses la oscuridad reinaba por encima de la luz.
Cerrar los ojos. ¿Hay alguien aquí con nosotras? ¿Quieres hablar con alguna de nosotras? ¿Lo has movido tú?
Veronica was written by Fernando Navarro and Paco Plaza and directed by Paco Plaza. It takes place in Madrid in 1991 and follows, of course, Veronica, as she and her two friends go to the basement of their school to try to contact Veronica's dead father through a Ouija board. And in true horror movie fashion, they don't get to talk to her dad, they get a demon. The first thing I think is really cool about this film is that it's based on a true story. Estefano Lazaro died in 1991 in Madrid after using a Ouija board. And the craziest thing about the case is the police report. They actually talked about the paranormal activity and the non-grounded in facts stuff in the police report, which is pretty unheard of. They sort of use the police arriving at the scene to frame the movie, which I think is really smart because it reminds you at the beginning and at the end that this really happens. And we all know that based on a true story always makes a movie scarier. The second thing I really liked is small, but it's that Veronica had braces. She was actually 15 when she filmed this movie, and it's very refreshing because in the US, a lot of times to late 20-year-old actors are playing teenagers. And so Paco Plaza's choice to go with Sandra Escacina as the lead really added an authenticity to the movie that I thought was really, really helpful. Another thing I really appreciated, and this really comes from the script, is that there's an emotional story to go along with this horror film. Veronica has to basically play the role of mother and father to her three younger siblings. Her dad is dead and her mom works all the time. And so she's the one that has to get the kids to school, make sure everyone's fed, make sure everyone goes to bed, make sure everyone is safe. And I think that actually helps with sort of the arc of Veronica's character, because at the end of the day, she's trying to keep her family safe from this thing that has attached itself to her. And now let's get to the ratings. For the scare, I'm giving this a 3 out of 5. I definitely jumped a few times, and there were a couple really disturbing scenes that I had a physical reaction to, so it's a pretty scary movie. The scares didn't have any lasting effects on me, but I definitely really enjoyed them and thought they were really well done. For the gore, I'm giving it a 2. There's not that much actual like blood violence in this movie. There is a lot of demon stuff that's really scary, but in terms of like actual blood, there's really only one scene I'd watch out for if you're a little squeamish. So I gave the gore a 2. The cheese, I'm giving it a 1. I really thought it was an amazing and well done movie. The acting is great, the directing is phenomenal. I couldn't find a lot of cheese in this movie, except for one thing. I have one complaint. It's so small. It's so small. So in this movie poster, the demon's hand is sort of more claw-like and has like a witchy sort of scary vibe to it. And in the first scene where you finally see the hand, it looks sort of like a Muppet hand. Like the fingers are like just too big. And though it's a scary scene, that Muppet hand really threw me off. I don't even watch the Muppets, but that's what it made me think of. But that's the smallest thing. Overall, all the other demon stuff was really great and not cheesy at all. So before I get into spoilers, I'm just gonna say one more thing, and that's that this movie is in Spanish, and so you do have to read subtitles. But I will say the subtitles did not bother me one bit. Thankfully in horror movies there's a lot less talking than in like a romantic comedy or a drama, so I didn't find the subtitles distracting at all. After the first scene I was totally used to them and it was fine. So please don't let that deter you from the movie. It's really, really good. And now here we are at spoilers. So I'm gonna tell you the scariest, most disturbing scene for me in the movie. The demon sort of portrays itself as her dead father coming towards her.
Papa?
The thing that's so disturbing in this scene is that he's naked. He's naked and demon-like, and so on many levels, that's just so freaky and scary. I was like, ugh, no naked deaths, gross. And now there's really only one death scene, so I feel like I can't really tell you my favorites, but I will say it is epic. In one of the last scenes in the movie, when Veronica finally realizes that the demon's using her body to do these horrible things to her family, she chooses to sacrifice herself to save her siblings. And then there's this epic shot, which if you've seen it, you won't be able to forget. One thing I'm a little unclear about is whether the demon wants to keep Veronica alive so it can keep using her body as its host, if you will, or if the ultimate goal is to kill Veronica and take her soul. By the demon reaching literally into her mouth, it sort of feels like it's sucking out her soul. And then there's the last shot of the picture of Veronica that burns and then unburns. And for me, this moment was sort of Veronica's soul being set free and that the demon no longer had control over her. But that's sort of what I took away from it. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe to my channel, like this video. And if you've seen this movie, please comment below your thoughts, because I don't personally know a lot of people that have seen it, so I would love to hear what you guys thought of it. Now don't play with Ouija boards and have a nice scream. Bye!